Patterns can be difficult, just like a jigsaw puzzle. But you know what? Once you know the basic steps to reading and understanding a pattern, it's actually really easy to do. First of all, what you do is you look in the fabric books and you find out which dress or design or shorts or whatever you want to make. Then what you do is you look at which style. Each of these patterns have a couple different variations. This dress and this pattern, you can make about 7 different dress designs just from this one pattern. So you look at this pattern and you say, okay, I think I'm going to make dress B. This one here, I like the sleeves and I like the length. So once you know which dress pattern you're going to use, you flip it over. And here on the back, it is a little bit tricky, but there's some basic things to know. The first part right here will tell you what kind of fabric it's good to sew with this pattern. Sometimes, if you're trying to make a leather skirt and the fabric, wouldn't be good on leather, but it'd be good on cotton, you need to stick with the cotton because the fabric and the pattern won't work well around the harder kinds of fabric. So right on here, it tells you what kind of fabric would be good, and the next thing are notions. Notions, that word is just extra things that you need to add on to the fabric, like say it's a zipper or thread, that buttons, the extra things that you need. If they call for a 7-inch zipper, use a 7-inch zipper. It's better to use a different color in the zipper than to use a different size in the zipper. Stick as closely to the size as you can. Then down here you have all the different body measurements and the different sizes. So you need to measure your child or yourself and make sure your measurements fit with these measurements. Sometimes what's popular in today's culture isn't exactly the same old body measurements that they have in the sewing catalogs. So right here you pick out which size that you want, and you go down over here to which style. So I want a dress B, and I'm going to make it a size 8. So this will tell me how much fabric I need. So you just follow this little table. This is where our math comes in handy. And follow the table over, and that shows that I need 2 yards of fabric for the dress that I'm going to do. And then if you have any other lining, or you're going to line the inside of the dress or a jacket or whatever, or an overskirt, you need to add on for that fabric. Then the next thing you do with a pattern is you open it up, and when you open up a pattern, just like these, I'll open up this one. This pattern, they all come just like this, and it can be really confusing, but as we said before, when you open up this pattern right here, it'll tell you exactly which pieces you need for dress B or whatever dress you're doing. Then you open this up and you cut out around the edges of all the pieces that you need. So say you need piece 1, 5, 7, and 9, then you'd go around and cut out 1, 5, 7, and 9. And you don't have to cut right on the line, you're going to cut around it anyway, so you can just kind of do a little mock cut around the pattern. And make sure that you're cutting at least big enough for the other size that if you need to make it a little bit bigger. Understanding your pattern is the first step. Once you've got that, you're good to go.